Welcome to NIBA TV in isolation. I hope everybody is well and I hope you are all keeping safe in these very difficult and challenging times. I thought I'd give you a quick update about where things are in a couple of areas that NIBA is working on. I've been sharing some of this with our divisional committees around the country, but I thought I'd share it to a broader audience. The representation activities have slowed down a little bit. Federal Treasury is concentrating on helping the government manage the economy in these very difficult times. NIBA has put submissions to government on all of the Royal Commission proposals that were circulated late last year, early this year, and we're waiting for some feedback, waiting for opportunities to have further engagement with Federal Treasury and with the government, and in a couple of cases with ASIC as well. So that process, I think, has slowed down. There are far more important issues to manage in the short term, and that's what's happening. But we're certainly watching everything very closely, and we'll keep an eye on things and we'll report progress in the usual manner, either in the magazine or in Broker Buzz itself. So that's where that is. In relation to COVID, I'm a member of the Insurance Council's Pandemic Task Force. It meets 3 times a week. We're staying very connected, understanding what's going on across the country and with governments. NIBA has been compiling a list of all the government programs of support for businesses, and that's intended to get you to help your clients who may need support, who might be struggling, JobKeeper especially, but there's a whole range of other programs that are out there, and they are all collected and collated, and we reference that in Broker Buzz. That's there for you. It may well be that there's some broker firms who might need access to some of those programs as well, and we certainly urge you to look at that. NIBA itself is reviewing these programs, and we are certainly having a good hard look at the JobKeeper program to see whether that might make sense for us over the next 6 months. For NIBA, we've made decisions to defer all of our events through till October, including the NIBA convention. We think it's just not the time to be calling people together. In fact, we probably wouldn't be able to call people together for our major lunches in July anyway, and we didn't want to enter into strong financial commitments for NIBA convention later in the year if we weren't able to meet those obligations. So we are looking at options for video conferencing, for virtual seminars, for continuing to deliver messages and to deliver learning opportunities, CPD, to people right across the country. We think it's important that people stay aware of what's going on, and we're certainly we're working very hard to investigate options for doing that, and we hope to be able to start making some announcements about those things in the next week or so. We do hope that we can pull some things together towards the end of the year. It'll be good to celebrate and to come together and tell some stories, share some war stories, and also share experiences and successes. We're hoping that 2021 is going to be a different place. Look, we think it will be a different economy. It'll be a different state of business. And we are hoping that whilst brokers are working very hard on the challenges of today, we also hope that brokers are thinking about tomorrow and how things might look like and how things might work. We think there will be a new normal tomorrow. We're not quite exactly sure how it is, but it's so important that people start working how they're going to work next year, how they're going to work with their clients, what their client profiles will be, will it be different, how all that will be happening. So we do want people to think about that, as well as meeting the needs of clients, acting in the best interests of clients in the short term, and doing the best you possibly can in the circumstances. We wish you well. We know it's going to be a tough next 3 months with the June renewals coming up. We wish you well, and if we can help in any way from NIBA, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We are all working, and we're not necessarily in the office, but we are all working, and we're here to help if we possibly can. So best wishes, and I'll give another report in a couple of weeks' time to see how things are going. So best wishes in the meantime, and I hope all remain safe. Thanks very much.